Hello everybody, once again, this is AikawaKazu and welcome back to another video here. So we have with us a Bloodline video, since Bloodline will be released officially tomorrow at 11 AM Singapore time, which also meant that iOS users can finally be able to play the game as well. And seeing that a bunch of my viewers on my stream are also having fun with the game, I thought that I'll also create some content for Bloodline. Personally, I did not play Brave Frontier before, but most call it an improved version, or some people call it a copycat of Brave Frontier. But I will not be able to understand the comparison since I didn't play BF. But I think from what I've experienced so far in Bloodline, the game is pretty fun. It's pretty fun. But that being said, I am not one of the official content creators for Bloodline, unlike TEGaming or Leonzai or the other people out there. So I'm just helping out here with my own experiences in Bloodline itself. So there'll be a new server, Oath of Dawn, released tomorrow with the official release of Bloodline. So I'll be creating a new character there, and that will be a pure free-to-play character which I'll play through and I'll upload videos about it. And then with this main character that I have right now that you see, I will share mid and game tips using my main character on Bay of Fury. So in this video, I bring you five very useful beginner tips that you must know, especially if you're only starting to play Bloodline tomorrow. Alright, let's move on to the first tip. The first tip is the importance of squad level. So if you look at my if you look at the screen right now on the top left corner, you can see my squad level is 40, and with my squad level, alright, I have a cost limit of 45. Alright, so your cost limit limits the number or the strength of the units, or rather it limits the number of 5-star units I think you can put on the field, if you want to put it that way, since fielding 5-star monsters or 5-star heroes in your team will cost you usually 60 to 65 cost. Alright, so at squad level 40, I have 45 cost limit, and you realize that I only use 42 because I only have one 5-star. So one very cool thing to note is that you can actually exceed the limit if your lineup didn't change. For example, right, my Rhea here costs 12 units. I can show you guys the cost for the units here if I change it to cost. Oops, alright, so you can see my Rhea costs 12 here. So if I actually add in another 5-star unit into my team, or rather if I get one of my lineups now to 5 stars, so for example this Jax, right? If I get Jax established to 5 stars, his cost limit will increase by 3, and that'll bring me to 45, so that's fine. Alright, so if I want to get my Eagle to 5 stars, which I can't, okay, let's say if I get my Ron to 5 stars, and it will increase its cost by I think 2, so 2 plus 3 will be 5, right? So I'll exceed the limit of 45 right now because I only have a leeway of 3. But if your lineup do not change, i.e. if you evolve the unit that's currently in your squad, you can actually break the limit. The game actually allows you to go above the cost limit if you do not change them out of the lineup. I mean out of your squad lineup. So I think if you, let's say if you're above the limit and you say you remove Ron and you try to put him back later, you will not be able to do so. So that's one very cool thing to know about squad level, is that you can actually exceed the limit if you evolve the unit that is currently in your squad, but the cost go above the limit that you have. So I think this little tip is very important for, I would say, paying users who are looking to purchase gems right from the start to get some decent units going, but will have the cost. You will probably have cost limit issues due to your low squad level at the start, so bear this in mind. Alright, and why squad level is very important is because you'll realize that you will actually need to raise your squad levels to actually be able to use or to be able to access content. For example, I believe the event starts at level 14, I think. PvP starts at level, if I remember correctly, 18. And I believe Sanctuary starts at 20. So Challenge Bone, I believe, starts at 12 or something. So basically, squad level is very important for you to actually unlock stuff. And there's one very important thing that you need to know, is that at squad level 35, you'll be able to get extra stamina. So if I go to task right now, right, and then if I look at daily task, you see that I can receive 50 energy at 12 to 2 o'clock, and you also receive another 50 energy at 6 to 8 PM. And if you are squad level 35, or I believe VIP 5 and above, you'll get another 30 free stamina at 9 o'clock. Alright, but one very important thing to note is that if you're playing outside the Singapore or GMT +8 time zone, you will not be able to receive the free stamina. You need to change your device time to the GMT +8 time zone for you to be able to receive all these daily task treats. So you can actually get 50 + 50 + 30, which is about 130 free stamina every day. So that is very, very important. And I believe that in the official launch, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, there's an event where you actually get another free 50 stamina at 11 PM to 1 AM time. So we will see at the end of this week. But yep, squad level, very important for you to unlock that little extra stamina via the daily task. So squad level 35 for free users. If you're a VIP user, you can actually get that right from the start if you get to, I think, VIP 5. Actually, I can check, I think. Let's check privilege. Yep, so VIP 5, you actually unlock the late night stamina package. So VIP 5. So squad level, you need it for your cost limit and for you to actually get growth rewards as well. Look at that, team level 45. There's a reward for 40, 35, 30, which is very important for free users because you get like Ron, you get the evolution materials, you get gold, you get fragments that are used to actually craft or fuse units that you can get in the game. So squad level, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the first tip. So let's move on to the second tip here for new players. This is very, very important, alright, for new players. This is very important. Do not sell away your starter units. Alright, when you first play Bloodline, right, aside from Ron, which is this guy here, you'll get him at, I believe, 1 or 2 stars, and you can evolve him all the way to 5 stars. So this is one of the starting characters or main characters that you can get, that you can actually get all the way to 5 stars. Alright, aside from Ron, you actually have, let me show you guys, over here. I'm gonna remove the preview here to make it neater. You'll get, let me change this to elements so it's easier for you guys to see. You'll be able to get this character, and I'll click the preview of Royal Shire, and you will get another blue or water type character, which is, I believe, is Royal Vampire Shah, which is over here. Alright, both of them can be evolved all the way to 4 stars. They also give you a free gem summon at the start, but unfortunately that is fixed to just 3 stars by default. You cannot get anything higher than 3 stars from that one free gem summon that you get from the tutorial, but that will also be useful for you to level and clear quest dungeons. So the first 2 starter units can be evolved to 4 stars, and they will be your plan B if you are extremely unlucky from the free gem summons or summoning scroll pools that you can get in this game. Alright, I have seen VIP 0 players, which means once you see a guy is VIP 0, you know that he's a 100% free user. That's how you differentiate, alright? So I've seen VIP 0 free-to-play players use both of them until they are maxed out at 4 stars at level 50 to great effectiveness even in arena, and very useful for quest clearing. So what you might want to get is also this character. Let me show you guys. Here, I actually sold her away because I have another healer. So you can try to get Fairy Nina. Alright, Fairy Nina is very good because she levels up very fast. She gets extra 100% EXP post battle, alright, and you can actually get her very early. I believe it's the, I can show you guys very quickly here, quest, world, in the first chapter, I believe the second section here, alright, Elf in the Forest. So you can actually get her very early, and her drop rate, that means her character card or unit drop rate, is actually pretty high. So you can actually get 2 of them, and you can get her very easily to 3 stars, alright. And she's definitely one of the best starting healers in the game. Because of her talent, she actually gains a small gain in healing. You're looking at 5 to 6k heals if you actually max out ultimate, which is her healing skill. And it's very easy to max her ultimate skill because to raise ultimate skills, right, you either fuse the same character. For example, if I can fuse a 2-star Fairy Nina to have a chance to raise the ultimate, and as the level of the ultimate goes up, the chances go lower. But since it is very easy to get repeating units of her character, it's very easy to get her ultimate to level 10, and you're healing easily 5 to 6k. And right now, even my current healer, which is the Godly Eagle. Alright, I got his ult, I believe, at level 8, if I'm not wrong. Okay. Even at level 8 ultimate for Godly Eagle, right, I do not heal as much as my Nina, and Nina is just a 3 stars. So, yep, Nina very useful for starting players. Make sure to check her out. Alright, let's move on to the third tip. So I mentioned about free gem summons, alright, and free summoning scrolls, alright. So free gem summons, right, you get 1 free gem summon every 66 hours, which means around 2.75 days for 1 free gem summon, alright. Summoning scrolls, you can actually get 2 very easily here, which is via the quest, the achievement, the chapter achievement rewards. Over here, you can see if I collect all 108 stars, which means you need to get 3 stars for all your clears for those quest dungeons, alright, you can actually get 1 summoning scroll. So again, for chapter 2, you also get it. I think for every chapter, pretty much you will get a free summoning scroll. So the first 2 is relatively easy for people that are first starting out. Alright, you can also receive summoning scrolls when you enter Vampire Sanctuary as rewards, even though they're pretty rare, pretty rare. I think I've only gotten 1 summoning scroll from all the times I've been to Vampire Sanctuary, and I've known people that got 2 to 3, but it's pretty luck based. It's pretty luck based, but you can know for sure that you can get 2 free summoning scrolls via the chapter achievement rewards from chapter 1 and 2. Relatively easy, and you get 1 free summon, 1 free gem summon every 66 hours. We'll go more into that about Vampire Sanctuary in the future. But yep, I would recommend saving at least 2 of the free summoning scrolls and 1 free gem summon, and then do a 3 pool to see what you can get, rather than, you know, do one. I think doing 3 in a row, I don't know, maybe it's still RNG, but maybe 3 in a row, it's more fun, I guess. More, you know, more for the kick, since you can get to summon 3 in a row, you know. So yep, that will be tip number 3. Also, one more thing, the reason why you want to get 3 stars is because you get this thing, this very cool thing. I think is something that many mobile games need to explore. Alright, so when you actually clear a quest dungeon at 3 stars, let me show you guys the chapter 4 because I don't get 3 stars or something. Like this one I only got 2 stars, right? When you don't get a full 3 stars, you cannot raid. So what does raid do is that it allows you to clear the dungeon with 100% chance and get the rewards, the drops, the gold, the EXP with just 1 click. So this is very useful for people that are busy. For example, if I want to get Dragon Blood, right, I can just click here, come here, I can just click raid, and raid in progress, done. You get items, you get drops, and it's still based on the same RNG when you actually run the dungeon itself. And the downside is that you don't get friendship points because you can actually do friend summonings, and every time you use a friend you get 20 points. So the friend summoning, you can do 2000 friendship points for 10 summons, that kind of stuff. And there's actually a daily task for doing a friend summon, like do a 1 or use friendship points to do a summon. I think this is bug, alright. This is actually 200 points for 1 summon. So yep, so the raid function is something very cool, especially if you're a very busy person. And look at me, I have this bulk of stamina that I need to clear, right? And I want to clear it, so you can just click, I need some Dragon Blood, I click on it, I go here, I can click raid, and you can actually click the right one, which means to raid another 9 times. Basically, the number of times you see here is basically based on the stamina that you have. So I think the maximum is 10 usually. I don't think you can see above 10 here. But if I click this right now, you actually raid 9 times for me, which is the limit of my stamina to quickly finish my stamina here. So this is just one small tip alongside the 4th tip that I'm talking about here. Or rather, the 3rd tip that I'm talking about here. So let's move on to the 4th tip. Alright. So you see that this is very cute character called Lilo, alright. So this is tip number 4, you guys. So once you start playing the game, you'll definitely fall in love with this character, Vampire Lilo, alright. At 5 stars, she's called, I believe, Dark Lilo. So you'll really fall in love with this character. And you will wonder this question, how do I actually get Lilo? So the first, I'll share with you guys 2 sure ways to get Lilo. One, I believe, is the Facebook invite reward, 125 Facebook friends invite reward. You can get 1 3-star Lilo via the 125 Facebook invite reward. I cannot click on this right now because it will actually bug out my game. So Because right now I'm playing it via BlueStacks, so my BlueStacks Facebook invite and my phone Facebook invite doesn't seem to have synced, so I don't do this to crash this thing or anything while recording the video. But you can get 1 3-star Lilo via the 125 Facebook invite function. So get Lilo past 3 stars is actually the key, because you want her for her leader skill, which increases your party members' damage by 10% and reduces the damage that you receive by 10% as well. And if you take a look at a 5 stars version, alright, which is you can see under collections here. Wait, this is the 4 stars version. Hang on, this one. It's actually 15%, so her leader skill is actually very good. And as a character herself, as a warrior character, we'll talk about different types, but you can see very quickly here what the different job types do. Warrior classes are tank classes, so her talent, where she can actually regain HP via 20% of her damage, that was very good for her as a tank itself. So Lilo is pretty much a pretty good 5-star hero that you can actually try to get via this collections menu here. So you know, step by step, right? You want to get her to 4 stars. So to get her to 4 stars, you need one more 3 stars Lilo to get her to 4 stars. So how do you get another 3-star Lilo with 100% chance? Alright, so if you look down here under collections, there are many ways, many combinations where you can actually get a Lilo. But if you actually go down here, which I've already done one of them already, you see the sword and shield combo. You need a 4-star Reborn Pet and a 4-star Godly Eagle to actually unlock another 3-star Lilo. This is 100% chance. So how do you actually get these 2 characters? Alright, so if you go under challenge, right, anyway, you can click on them and you click how to obtain, and they'll tell you you need to go to the challenge mode, War Maiden for Reborn Pet, and if you go there, you can only get the 3 stars version, and you can get 1 fragment every run. But unfortunately for challenge mode, you can only do 5 challenge mode runs every day. Unless you're VIP 8 and above, you can reset the entry limit once, which means you can do 10. But I think if you're VIP 8 and above, you probably won't need a 3 stars Lilo, since usually you'll probably have better 5-star units, or you probably would have completed the other combinations to actually, you know, get the 4-star or 5-star versions straight up. Probably, I'm just saying probably. So you go here, you need to get the sword and shield combo, alright, which I have done. And what you need to do here is you need to run 20, alright, 20 this challenge mode chapter, which means you need to actually be able to clear it in the first place, alright. So you need to do this 4 times, or rather, yeah, you need 20 fragments. So if you go to here, the village, and you go to the Divine House, there's this thing called Fragment Trade, alright. And you need 20 fragments to actually be able to exchange for 1 Cinepet card. And because you need to get him to 4 stars, you need 2 3 stars. So you need 40 fragments, and since you get 1 fragment every time, and you can do 5 every day, you pretty much need 4 days. Let me do the math correctly. 5 times 4. So you need 8 days to get 2 3-star Cinepet, and another 8 days for 2 3 stars Eagle. And then you fuse them, or rather you evolve them together to get 4-star Cinepet and 4 stars Godly Eagle. And you'll be able to get the sword and shield combo for another 3 stars Lilo to get a 4-star Lilo. Alright, there are various ways to get another 3-star Lilo here, as you can see. So, but these are pretty much dependent on your, you know, your gem summoning. You will not be able to get these 2 unless you do gem summons, or unless you're very far down into the quest line, because you can actually get the 2-star version of these units, and you can slowly, you know, fuse and evolve them, but that will take time. So from what I see so far, as a person that played this game for a couple of weeks, or actually 3 or 4 weeks I believe, this is the surest way you can get another 3 stars Lilo to get your own 4-star Lilo, which I have done right here. So this is tip number 4 to get your awesome vampire Lilo here. And if I'm not wrong, actually you can get 3 stars Cinepet and 3 stars Eagle directly. I can't remember where I got them. I think I got one of them from Sanctuary. I believe I got the Reborn Pet from Sanctuary as a reward. And I believe I got the Godly Eagle one, maybe via the first time you actually encounter them in the chapter 2 here, Blade and Shield. 2 vs 2, Pep and Eagle on the airship have started a battle against you. So you might be able to get their hero unit directly from here, but I'm not sure if you can get the 3 stars one. You might get the 2 stars pretty easily, but the 3 stars one I think is pretty hard. So surest way, as I mentioned, is via fragment exchange. and you need to get them from the challenge boat dungeons. So good luck, guys. And as you can see, there are actually many like you see this 2-star guy and this 2-star unit that are needed for collections to get Lilo. So just to let you guys know, once you get the unit right, you can actually fuse them away. I actually don't have this guy in my hero list anymore. So you can see Bone Marksman, right? So if I go to my hero info and remove the preview here, just to show you guys, I don't actually have the Bone Skeleton anymore, the one that you saw. So once you actually receive the unit once, you can actually fuse them away. You do not need to keep them anymore. Okay, so this is just one extra thing to note. Okay, so we move on to our last and 5th tip in this video here, which I believe is one of the most important tips for people in Bloodline overall in terms of how fast you want to progress in the game. So you need to try to join a guild once you reach the requirements to do so. I believe you need to reach squad level 10, which is pretty fast actually, pretty fast. But the problem is, okay, guilds can only be created using gems, and you need 1,000 gems to create a guild. In other words, guild creators will be pretty selective to their members, alright? Some of them have power limitations, it must be above 2k power. Some people, it's like you need to be squad level 20 before you can join a guild. So chances are you'll be rejected by a lot of guilds when you first start. So I think the best thing you can do right now is, if you're playing with your friends, you can actually, get someone to, if you know that one of your friends is actually going to buy gems, maybe one of them use 1,000 gems to buy, and then invite all your friends to join a guild together, because it's going to be quite tough to join a random guild, to be honest. I've seen a lot of people in the Bloodline Southeast Asia Facebook group, complaining about people kicking them every time, even though they're active, that kind of stuff. So it's not easy to join a guild because guild creators will be pretty selective. But guilds are very important, and let me show you guys what the main functions of the guild can do here. Alright, so the main thing first is the Tower of Time, because as you can see, extra 30% EXP for level 30 units and below. So what do you see here? Okay, so I put my 5 stars battle Rhea inside here in the Royalties Hall and the lobby. Alright, the Lord's Hall can be used if you're VIP and above, and you actually need 250 gems to open. But this room, right, is very cool. So you can see this thing gives you close to 50,000 EXP. The Royalties Hall and lobby doesn't require you to have any gems, so it's for free players. And you will receive around close to 24,000 EXP for both. So the upper level and the second level is the same, around 23,700 EXP. Which, if you look at it, right, it's a lot. Okay, so let me show you guys. You can see my level 51 Jax, it's about 1/3. It needs another 14,000 to level. So if I put him into the Tower of Time, he's looking to go at least 1.5 levels, and that's at level 50. So imagine you get the extra 30% at a unit that's level 30 and below. You're looking at very fast levels for your units, and the higher the level of your units, the higher the HP they have, the higher stats that they have. So your overall squad power will also increase the chance of you getting into a guild. No, that's wrong, because you need to be in a guild in the first place. My bad. But basically, the EXP you get from the Tower of Time is very useful, especially when you get a new, I don't know, 4-star unit that you just receive from Gem Summon, or you get a new 5-star unit from Gem Summon. And hero unit levels are pretty important, because if you look at them, right, okay, let me just show you guys here. Okay, so there are equipments for your heroes. You don't need to actually farm equipments. There are no equipment drops in the game. Alright, so the equipments are just there by default, okay, and you can actually level them up, and they have a level requirement. Okay, now you don't see it because my characters are all pretty high level. So the higher level the unit they have is, the more you can upgrade its equipment to make it stronger. And if you look at this guy here, alright, if I upgrade it from Demon Breaker to the Holy Gospel, I actually get a new function which allows me to gain 4 Fury Points for killing an enemy. Fury Points are basically your limit break. Not limit break, wrong. That's the wrong term to use, because in this game there's limit break. So your ultimate skill. So every guy has an ultimate skill, right? So there's this Fury bar that needs to go up to 100. So once you reach 100, you can use your ultimate skill. So upgrading this equipment to the Holy Gospel allows me to get 4 Fury Points for killing an enemy. So you get extra utility when your equipment goes to the next tier. So the higher level your unit is, the more you can upgrade your equipment, and the more you can get it to the next tier for extra utility. So if I compare a level 35 armor here, right? See, Forest Surge, okay. This is actually not too bad HP and defense, but if I look at my another sorcerer's character here, which is my Ron. Okay, this is not a good example. Let me find this guy. Okay, look at the Hermit's Robe. You can see extra recovery here. If you look at Lilo as well, also another extra stat here, which is recovery. So maybe I need to upgrade my Ron. I've been missing out on him a bit. Oops. Yeah, I haven't been upgrading him a lot, to be honest. That's being frank here. So again, Tower of Time, very useful. So you want to get into a guild. So the second thing that you want to do when you get into a guild is this thing called second feature. Sorry, that's very important in the guild is the flying chest. All right, I think I'm in time to roll once. Yes. So you come to this very Monopoly looking like place where you can see up to 6 steps ahead, and you can see there's a gem here. Okay, but why flying chest is so important is because of the fact that, you know, aside from getting rewards, let me just show you guys here. So I can move 3 steps. I didn't get anything, but you can see you can get gold, you can get gems, and if you look at the rules, right? Welcome to the Master Evo's flying chest game. This is a place with Sea of Gold and Gem. All right. So you actually get a roll every 2 hours, so you can stock up to 5. So every 10 hours, make sure you come and check your flying chest. And these flying angels in the sky randomly join your squad. So I don't understand this part yet. I have not actually seen this. I think it's referring to the fact that you can actually have a chance. I've seen people get a 4-star, I think Archangel Fia unit before via reward here, and I think that's what it means. You can also manipulate the dice, by the way. But anyways, aside from all these things, right, you can actually manipulate the dice. For example, right, let's see, you see this thing is, you see, this is 20 gems, alright? I can manipulate 3 and it costs 10 gems, so I get a profit of 10 gems if I decide to throw later, but I need to wait 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you can, it's quite worth it to actually get a 20 gem if you just use 10 gems to, you know, throw. Makes sense, right? I have been very lucky to get the 100 gems drop before 2 in a row. So by the way, the cost increases every time you use it. It would be 10 and then 30. I believe the next one is 50. So it's not, I think you will want to save it, like, you know, 20 gems, maybe you don't want to use it, just try luck. Wait for the 50 gem one to actually use your you know, the manipulation of the dice. But the main reason why flying chest is actually good is actually the rewards that you actually get every Monday, or rather every Sunday midnight, which is when it turns Monday. Alright, so I was ranked 6 last week and I received 125 gems as a reward for being 6th place. Alright, and you can see there's a completion step achievement here. So from what I've seen so far on the Facebook group for Bloodline Southeast Asia, alright, the higher number of steps your guild completes, the better the rewards. So I've seen some guy that is 8th in rank and actually received 300 gems as rewards. So that's one thing you guys need to take note. But know that as a free user, right, flying chest is one way that free users can actually receive a free or regular flow or weekly flow of decent number of gems every week. So that is actually pretty good. And some actually mentioned that only the top 10 ranking players can actually get the gem rewards. I cannot actually confirm that because I'm not too sure how active are those guilds. So if you are in a really active guild and you are, let's say, 11th in position and you receive gems, do let us know in the comments. That'll be great for everyone else. And yeah, I think that's about it. You also get a lot of gold and stuff when you, I think materials, I can't remember what is materials, but you definitely get gold when your guild actually completes the various steps achievements. So my guild, I don't know, 4,500 steps. It's pretty based on RNG. You can only roll 5 every 10 hours. So if you roll 1, like, see this person I think hasn't been rolling at all. Oh, you can actually check the ranking, I didn't know. Okay, so I'm actually ranked number, I'm quite far behind right now, 72. You can see this person, I don't know, maybe he decided to roll 6 every time with the manipulation of the dice. But of course the highest, the first placing guy gets the most gems. So it really depends if how try hard you are. And I think some people need to, you know, do some math, like maybe if you try hard, like how much lead do you need to have? And let's say if you get first and you get 300 gems but you only spend 50 gems to get first, then it's quite worth it, right? You get a profit of 250 gems. So yeah, but I think that's about it. So I think 5 tips is pretty long. This video is about 30 minutes. I think it's just right. So 5 tips are pretty great to start off without blowing our minds with the features of Bloodline. There's actually a lot more, but they are much more specific. I believe I'll leave in future videos. So if you have any questions for me, And if you want to ask, you can always go to the Bloodline Southeast Asia Facebook group. Try to join. I think you need to request to join, but I think they will accept anyways. Or you can just leave behind a comment in this video and I'll reply you when I can. So I'll be starting again. I'll be starting a 100% free to play character in a new server, Oath of Dawn, and still continue my character on Bay of Fury. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, stomp the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thanks for watching, God bless, and I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Goodbye.